My name is Anna Sarsic. I'm from Flamingo Strings. I'm the manager, producer and cello player, and our current production is called Listen to This. We were inspired to create Flamingo Strings and Listen to This because of our love of education for children in classical music, our love of classical music, our knowledge that children are capable of a huge amount without very much prompting. They are capable of achieving huge things. And even if they are silent throughout the whole show, they probably will still come away with having learnt and absorbed and seen something new and heard something new, which I think is really valuable for smaller children. Children love Listen to This because the show is based around them. It's based around music that they might not necessarily hear on a day-to-day basis, but we've brought it into a format that they can understand and they can learn from, and they can bring their imagination and their thoughts into the show. It's interactive. We ask questions, we get them to move and dance and sing and figure out what's going on themselves. We don't just tell them. It's not a stand and tell or a stand and show. It's a perform and interact kind of show, and I think they really respond to that. I think kids walk away with an appreciation of something that they might not have ever seen, especially live. You know, they can see all the YouTube video clips in the world if they wanted to, but nothing beats being in the room with live musicians. You know, especially if a school that we've been to or a group that we've been to has a music program itself, it really does help bring some inspiration into that and motivation back into their music programs. If they've got no musical background or any kind of training, it just shows them how to listen to music. It's not something that is alien to them. It just brings it and makes it more familiar to their ears, basically, and just shows them the joy and the happiness and the fun and the excitement in classical music. So we've Listen to This for children is presented in a very simple and casual way. We wanted to make it accessible to schools all over the world or Australia, in the sense that we could pack it up easily and put it in our car and drive it wherever we can. So basically, it is just us, the four musicians, our music stands, our instruments, on the same level as the children. We don't want to stand on a stage and stare down at them and create a sense of otherness between us and the children. You know, it's very much a collaborative effort during the show, and they will either sit in chairs or on the ground and as close to us as possible, again, to remove any kind of otherness of us as musicians. We're capable of adapting and taking our show to multiple different venues and audiences. Disability services and aged care homes are two that I can think of that would be more than able to have our piece brought into it. Again, it's, you know, just like with any child or any person really, is able to learn something from the show and able to enjoy the show, because it's not just one medium. You know, there is sight and sound and interaction for everybody involved. One of the many good reasons for us to be brought out and tour around regional West Australia would be that our show actually meets quite a few of the curriculum outcomes for the arts curriculum for grades pre-primary to year 6, I think, including, you know, audience participation, understanding loud dynamics and tempo and emotion in music, and all those little kind of bits and pieces that are in the curriculum that aren't necessarily easy to bring across without a live performance. And I also feel it's a really beautiful way to have live performance in your kid's life and in your community's life, and show children the opportunities out there in the world and show them what they might be working for if they are already learning musical instruments. Flamingo Strings are made up of 4 incredibly good friends and colleagues. Rachel and Teresa on violin, Alex on viola, and myself on cello. And we all have an incredible passion for teaching, education, and music performance. We're all high-level musical performers in Perth on the classical music scene, but we also work in other areas like musical theatre, orchestral, pop, rock, all that kind of stuff. And so we've decided that we, as a group, wanted to really bring that all together and provide an educational experience for children to help grow for the next generation of classical musicians or classical music appreciators.